Hey guys, it's Tristan here again, and I'm bringing you another battle. This is against my friend Julien, and he wanted to battle me, so I got 6 random pokes and threw them together. So let's see how this goes. Looking at his team, his Slowbro looks like it's going to be the most annoying thing, and as you'll see in the battle, it definitely will be. So let's start this right back for you. Sorry about the glare. Anyway, he's going to start off with his Deoxys Speed. I figured he would start with that, and I just start off with my Volcarona because I wanted to get him out early just because I don't want him to take the 50% from Stealth Rock, and I don't have a Rapid Spinner. So, but anyway, he goes for Taunt, and I figured he'd do that just because he doesn't want me to Quiver Dance, so I go straight for Bug Buzz. And I am Life Orb. I was actually going to put Lumberry on this Volcarona, but I just forgot to before I took it out of the PC. I get a crit here. It did matter, I feel, just because I know his set and he runs max special defense and he runs max HP. He doesn't run a lot of speed investment, so I mean, even though it's Volcarona, I'm going to say that it did matter, and it sucks because he could have put up his Stealth Rocks or a Light Screen. But anyway, I'm going to take out Deoxys, and he goes in Scrafty. And I'm just going to go for Fiery Dance, and I get the special attack raise, which is great. And for some reason, he goes for a Dragon Dance here. I don't know if he thought maybe after a Dragon Dance he'd be able to outspeed Volcarona, but Scrafty's pretty slow as it is, and I don't think he's running max speed. So, in any case, I'm just going to stay in, go for another Fiery Dance, and that will be more than enough to take out his Scrafty. Which is nice. Volcarona's doing a really good job so far. And my taunt wore off, so now I can Quiver Dance if I want. I feel like I did get greedy here because this isn't my Volcarona, so I didn't know what hidden power was. I just assumed it would be Ice. And it's not. It's probably fighting just to fend off, I guess, Heatran or any other. I mean, I just figured it'd be Ice just because Volcarona gets stopped by dragons. And Volcarona would have really helped me later on in the match, just because Deoxys was a Stealth Rocker, and that Slowbro is going to be a pain in my ass. But, anyway, he takes out Volcarona. And I just go to Scissor. I just want to scare him out with Bullet Punch. I go for it just in case he wants to stay in. And here comes Derpface. So, anyway, let's go for Bullet Punch. He figured that I was banded, but I am Life Orbed. So here he has a choice. He can either stay in and take the predicted U-turn. I actually have Bug Bite because I'm a Swords Dance set. But I just go for it just because I feel like he's going to stay in just to scald me and try and burn me. And that would be unfortunate if I set up Swords Dance and he gets the burn. So I figured Bug Bite was the better move in this scenario. And I thought it would honestly take it out. I mean, it's Life Orb. And he gets the burn, which really does suck. Because again, Scissor would have helped a lot, and now he's kind of useless. But anyway, he's going to withdraw. I'm just going to stay and go for another Bug Bite. Just because, you know, can get damage on something. But I forget he has Ferrothorn. So I know that that's the end of Scissor, just between Iron Barbs, Life Orb, and Burn. So it sucks, and I've made a couple of mistakes already, and I've lost 2 of my potential sweepers because of it. But hopefully I can bring it back somehow. Anyway, there goes Scissor. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, I go out to Terrakion here just because I want to scare him. And I didn't think he'd have... I know he thinks that I'm Choiced, and I am. I'm Choice Scarfed. But, I mean, I didn't know he would have Protect on his. Just because a lot of sets don't usually run Protect, at least the ones that I see. But I figure here he's gonna switch, so I'm gonna go into Machamp, just because if he does stay in, Machamp still has a better matchup on Ferrothorn. And whatever he brings in, I can Dynamic Punch with ease. And he brings out Haxorus, which I don't really understand. I guess it was just death fodder. But In any case, I just go straight for the bullet punch, and that is easily enough to take out Haxorus. And he goes out to Virizion, and I'm not sure if it's special or if it's a physical one, so I'm just going to stay in. He's going to go for Calm Mind, and I'm going to go straight for Dynamic Punch. I do have Ice Punch, but I don't recall Virizion's, sorry about the glare, but I don't remember Virizion's base stats, and I want the confusion on it just in case he predicts I'm going to switch out and he wants to set up or something like that. But anyway, this turn I'm going to go for Ice Punch, just because I know even if he Giga Drains, he's not going to take enough HP back to survive the hit. So that's what he does. He gets a little bit back. It puts him back in the green, but I'm able to just Ice Punch him in the face. And I have to tell you, I still really prefer Machamp over Conkeldurr. I just think Machamp is has so much more utility, and Dynamic Punch really helps a lot. Anyway, he goes for He goes into Slowbro. I switch out to Jolteon. I am a Specs Jolteon. Realistically, I probably should have put Life Orb on it. That would have helped more, but I just grabbed whatever I had and went into the battle. He goes for Psyshock. I'm able to take that easy. It's not even a 2-hit KO, which is nice. And I figured here he switched, but I misclicked actually, and I clicked Thunderbolt instead of Volt Switch. So that sucks. I mean, I figured either one would have taken out Slowbro, but for some reason I just hit Thunderbolt instead. But it's not too big of a deal, but it would have been nice just to have that switch initiative instead of having to have to do it this turn and letting him get a free Leech Seed. Anyway, he goes to Machamp. And gets his Leech Seed recovery, which sucks, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, I figured there he's just going to protect to get Leech Seed recovery, so I go back into my Terrakion just because I know both can threaten it really well. And I go for Close Combat, and I figured even if he's at full, you know, it's Terrakion. You know, it's the best Pokemon that was in VGC. It's a bull. It's can't kill a Ferrothorn. It really just can't kill a Ferrothorn. And that's depressing. I think I might stop using Choice Scarf Terrakion from now on, just because I like the extra power that Life Orb gives, or that the monstrous power that Choice Band gives it. But anyway, since he lives, he's just able to Power Whip me and take me out because of the defense drop, which really sucks, because Terrakion would have... I could have used that thing. And yeah, just this Ferrothorn Slowbro thing it's really getting to me. And I had such control here, and now the match is pretty much even, I think. Or I might have... I think I have 3 Pokemon left, and he has 2. So, anyway, he switches. He goes into his Slowbro. I just go for Dynamic Punch. I figured even if he switches in, the confusion's going to help me against Slowbro. And here it's more of a stall war. Well, it's not a stall war, it's just me trying to kill a Slowbro with payback, with me being faster, because I'm dumb like that. Yeah, I can insult myself in my own YouTube videos. People love self-deprecating humor. Yeah, hopefully this will get me some more subscribers. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, I played this battle pretty badly, but it is what it is. Anyway, I keep going for payback as he hits himself in his confusion. So, which is nice, because Psyshock would probably kill me. But he finally snaps out of confusion, and he actually goes for Calm Mind. I guess expecting, you know, even when he kills Machamp, that he's going to have a Specs Jolteon waiting for him. And he still hasn't seen... No, he has seen it. He knows I have a Rotom still, but I just haven't used it in the battle yet. It's actually Bulky Rotom, so... And I know Bulky Rotom can't probably kill Slowbro in one shot, so... I don't really want to bring it out. Anyway, a Dynamic Punch. He hits himself again, which, you know, doesn't really matter because he does less damage than his lefty's recovery. He just doesn't get the extra move. And I go for the payback here, and I pray that he'll be confused again, because then I can just kill him. Or he'd have to switch out and then come back in, and Regenerator sucks like that. But he breaks out of confusion and goes for Slack Off, and I'm like, crap. And I know there's no point, absolutely no point in me staying in here now. Just because he's going to Slack Off again, and Machamp's not going to be able to kill it without a good deal of luck. So I decided to take this turn here. I know he's going to Slack Off just because he wants his health back. And I go into Jolteon. And, you know, he's at full health, and it's kind of like Ferrothorn again. You know, you would think that a Specs Jolteon would be able to kill a Slowbro. I mean, Slowbro's special defense isn't even 200, but nope. I mean, he does have the Calm Mind up, but still, you'd still think that he'd be able to kill him. But he goes for Scald and takes me out. So, yeah. It kind of sucks. Now it's 2-on-2, and we're pretty much in a stall war right now, just because... Well, not really a stall war, but it's my Rotom and Machamp against his Slowbro and Ferrothorn. And both of his walls one of my Pokemon, so I have to play Mind Games just to get into a favorable matchup. Anyway, I go for Thunderbolt on Ferrothorn. He's in red, he still lives in red, which really sucks. And he just goes for Protect, just to stall, get more lefty's recovery, because he knows he can take a Thunderbolt, and I'm Bulky Rotom, so... I kind of wish I brought a Sweeping Rotom, but I figured I needed some defense on this team, but I kind of regret it right now. Anyway, I go for will-o-wisp just to negate his lefties, and I know that it's going to help take him out in the long run, but he goes for Leech Seed, so there goes that bright idea. He's still going to get his lefties, and Leech Seed and Burn just cancel each other out. So I know here that I have to switch, and I have to go into, I have to go into Machamp just to scare him away. And the good thing is, at least Leech Seed is worn off now. I believe he goes for Protect, yeah, just to get more. Yeah, at least he doesn't have Leech Seed recovery anymore. So, anyway, he ends up staying in. I just go for Dynamic Punch. And he can still technically win this just because he can bring in Slowbro, wall me out, and then set up Calm Minds for Rotom and take out Rotom. So, I'm kind of worried here. And I don't think he's going to go for Psyshock or Scald on the first turn, so I switch out now just because if he gets a Calm Mind, he gets a Calm Mind, or he gets a Slack Off, he gets a Slack Off. It doesn't really matter. And he sets up Calm Mind. And I just go for the Thunderbolt, and I'm praying that it will take it out. It would be really nice if it takes it out, but it doesn't take it out. And he just goes for Slack Off. And the video's now at 14 minutes and 34 seconds. So I think YouTube will only let me upload it for 15 minutes, and I don't want to make this into a two-parter. So I'm going to sign off now. What ends up happening is I burn him, and the next turn I Thunderbolt him, and I get a crit. and that ends up winning me the match. So that was a great game, Julien, and I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry for the long stall war, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.